Good afternoon guys, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another course management session here at Woolley Park. So today we're out here on the 5th hole at Woolley, 323 yards, stroke index 4. So although 323 yards doesn't sound too long, stroke index 4 is a big highlight for you there. So what you need to start to thinking straight away, it's a short hole, but it's not so easy, and that's what we talked about last week on the other short par 4 we had. So today you can see off the tee, it is a little bit more intimidating when the leaves are back on the trees. It does look very narrow down there, so a very narrow entrance to the fairway. We've also got to then think about two bunkers in front of the green. There isn't much green outside of that, you might be having to hit over, so we're wanting to get the best angle into the hole as possible off the tee. So as well as it being narrow, we're also then thinking about the green at 323 yards, not long like I said, but it's a hole that a lot of people do struggle with. So when we're out here in the summer and we're on the tee, use the tee box to your advantage. Think about what shot shape you are. We say this time and time again, but even more so here if you're a fader of the ball, we want to be looking at going on the right hand side of the tee box, aiming up the left and playing for your natural shot. If you're a drawer of the ball, left side of the tee, commit to that shot and just play your normal shot. Don't try and change your shot shapes on here. Just because it's a narrow hole, you can still be able to play your natural shot and commit to that. So for me, we know that's a natural fade, so I'm going to set my club up the left hand side of the fairway, commit to that shot as normal. We need driver in this weather because we aren't getting much run at all. Started a little bit straight and it's moved up the right half of the fairway, but that has then opened up the green. So the miss for me, if it does go a little bit further right, it actually gives me a better angle into the green. But this is also a hole here where we can think about what we are using off the tee. When we get to the summer, it's 323 yards. A driver might give you that awkward 60-yard shot, which then leaves us in that area where we're not sure if it's a full wedge, is it a flighted wedge. So your other option there, nice and easy, is to think, can I get down there with a hybrid, can I get down there with a 7-iron, or will a fairway, or an iron even, you can see I'm with James Robinson because I've stole one of his golf balls, will an iron give me a longer shot in that I can be more committed to? So there's nothing wrong with doing the same, aiming up the left hand side, playing for your normal shot shape, committing to that shot, that's straight down the middle, moving back, and from there in this condition has stopped dead, but you'll see we'll not have too far into the green, but that might be a shot you might be able to commit to better and be able to be, well, on average, be closer. Again, people will say, well, if you're 60 yards you should hit it closer, not if it's a shot you struggle with. So in the summer, think about your conditions, think about your club selection and give yourself a favourite yardage. Right, as we come up guys, the cameraman is back. You did see the yobbo walk across the middle of the fairway with his hood up. It is James Robinson. Cold. As we come down, you can see, and this is where when you go to a golf course you're not aware and you're not sure of, you've not played before, the yardage book or having a look at the holes on a scorecard, you'll see there it opens up more to the right. So on the tee box you're very scared, you think, oh, it's very narrow. It is, hey, some people get the shakes over the old tee shots. Very scared about, right, okay, it is narrow, I don't want to lose it too far right because I can see there's some big trees and there's a wall, it might be out of bounds. See, it opens up there, so really thinking about, right, I've looked on there, I can commit to the shot more. If I do overfade it, I know there's more room down there and that's a good place to miss. The first ball we're going to come to is the 4-iron that I hit, which at the moment looks like it's going to be around about 125 yards out. So for most of you that might be a low mid iron or it might be a wedge. You're going to then be able to be confident of a full shot, and I'm going to play both of these shots here. My driver's much closer to probably 60 yards out. It doesn't look like it's run much at all. A little bit of a tougher shot, but we're going to forever, that. Oh, fair enough. Well, we're going to play both of them and see which one I can commit to better. I do prefer a longer shot. So from here guys, the pin is on the right hand side, so instantly here I want to start thinking of, right, if I'm a little bit left of the flag, I'm going to be middle of the green, I've got to put. Again, think about your shot shape here. Even off a wedge, the ball can move. If we go direct at the flag, we're going to miss short-sided, and it might not be a shot that we want, especially when it comes into the summer where the greens are quick, we've got firm lies, it's going to be very tough. So here I'm going to go just left of the flag at the white building. If it moves back, it moves back. If not, I should have a 10-15 foot putt hopefully, although that would be well inside tour average from here. Pretty good. So it moved off because I aimed left. James will zoom in and show you that. Because I did aim left, I have pushed it a little bit right, but it still caught the green. And again, from here we've got to think we're 120 yards out. Tour average is around about 23 to 25 feet. Although I said I'd like to see it inside 10 to 15, that will be well inside tour average. Over the season I'm going to hit it a lot further away from that. I'm also going to miss greens. James is saying a lot further, yes, he agrees. But you can see there, set your realistic targets. If you're a mid-handicapper, on the green inside 30 foot will be very good. You'd be very close to tour average. We are going to hit some close, but make sure we pick the right target when we're going into the shot. So as you can see here with the drive, we have got around about 60 yards, which like I said off the tee box, it does open up more here, and I've got a better angle into the flag. So although that's a front flag, if we had a back flag, we're chipping up the green. So the rewards of being able to hit your driver if you're confident, get it down here. In the summer, don't forget it's going to run, so you might even get a fairway wood or your 2-iron or an iron or a hybrid much closer down here and have a better angle up the green. From there we can be more aggressive, but you have to be able to know these yardages, what position is it, what club, and which one are you confident with. Or would you prefer, like we've just done, hitting it in from further back? So here, half a swing, nice and controlled. Oh. Prime example there, landed just into the upslope, that stopped it dead, and although I flighted it pretty well and I was happy with that shot, it's then left me an awkward little chip just off the green. Can I chip, can I putt? I'm not too sure. So from there it's very hard to judge your spin, very hard to judge where it's going to stop and where it's going to land. So do you favour a longer shot? For me, I do on this occasion, but let's try and finish them off. So James has just pointed out that it is his picks that I've stolen. But you can see they're pitched into this slope just here, but it is a steep upslope and it's just ran down. If I was a yard further, it might have got inside that other shot there. Probably 10 feet, that's inside tour average. Didn't come back, but I had a little bit more control. But here, a tough shot. Right, so not an easy shot here. You've got to think about your conditions, think about where you want to land it. Here, just on the green in these conditions, it will run out to the flag. Nice little putting motion. And up. Not a bad effort. Again, you kind of give it a run from there. James has finished that off, but we will give his picks a chance. You can have a go if you'd like. I'll let you use my putter though. You have to use a proper putter. We're going to let James use his ball and finish off. So you're going to get the pitch mark. I mean, what a guy. But here guys, the one that I've been able to give this a go with is the iron off the tee. People instantly go, it's stroke index 4, it's short, I must hit driver. You'll see the most comfortable chance at a par, or even a birdie, outside chance for James. This is horrible. It's a great putter. He's with an iron, so I've been able to give myself a full shot, commit to that. James has then hold the putt. Oh, lips out. But guys, you can see there are two different ways to play this hole. So very much a case of think about what you are more consistent with, what you favour. So if you're somebody who'd rather hit a full shot in from 120, do that. If you know that's a set, that's a 9-iron, that's a pitching wedge, commit to that. If you don't like the shorter shot and it's very fiddly, go with the simple off the tee, go with an iron, go with a hybrid, and you're going to be able to have a better chance of making an easy par or a birdie. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week back at Woolley.